It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers, next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. And that's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
And if there's a quarterback in the NFL who didn't need any extra motivation, it was certainly Baker Mayfield because this young man already has a permanent chip on his shoulder to prove the doubters wrong. Being replaced and then traded from Cleveland, the team who took him #1 overall, it only added considerable fuel to his fire. Now in Carolina, his entire focus is proving that he can be an elite QB and silencing all the noise.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brady going to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brady now on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there by holding him for a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play fake. Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Robbie Anderson has been used more as a short field receiver in Carolina than the deep threat he was in New York. Over 1,600 yards in 2 seasons with the Panthers. Now his 3rd season as a starter in Charlotte. He picks up a first down here, and he's certainly hoping they get back to throwing him the long ball.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with a run by Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second and a couple, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brady's got his guy. This is Gage. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
On first down, Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Brady to Gage for a Tampa first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Completes it again to Gage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Brady now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Brady again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. and they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Connection made with Chenault. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 27, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On third down, Mayfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 37.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mayfield down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Let's go. Let's go.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, now Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And Thomas has it. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 39, Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So out come the Bucs now. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
It was the second straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mayfield finding Anderson for the Panthers first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it to Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 11. Just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brady to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Brady got to have this one. That's complete to Otten. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.